Some people really can just go through the motions and go to school, and that is enough for them. But I never had that experience of feeling satisfied by my life. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is just going to be sort of a debrief, a little chat about some things that have been on my mind. It's going to be a similar format to my slump video that I posted, so that's why my bed is more chill. I don't have my full setup so I can sit on it. And the heat just turned on, so if you hear the radiator making hissing sounds, I can't do anything about that. Anyway, topic of today's video is I want to talk about the TikTok ban and some thoughts that I have around that, and also how it prompted me to think about what I care about when it comes to my channel, and also some life things that are impacting. I don't know. It was just like a train of thought that I had. So if you're into chatty videos or more personal videos that you can just play in the background, then this is for you. So TikTok ban. I am filming this on Monday the 20th. So as of me filming, we have pretty limited information about what exactly happened. But if you aren't aware, which I imagine it would be hard to not know, the TikTok ban started early. Like, it started the night of the 18th, where it said, sorry, you know, TikTok is down, Lemonade is down, CapCut is down, it's done. Then I believe 14 hours later, TikTok is back online, but CapCut is still down, which I have a serious issue with that because I need CapCut. And I really empathize with all the people that had made businesses and money on TikTok and depended on that for monetary gain, and even people who it was just a place for them to express themselves and they had built an audience there. That can be very difficult to lose that. But some of the responses that people had were kind of odd to me. People saying there would be rioting in the streets and all kinds of things. Because technically what's happening is the government isn't directly limiting your free speech by shutting down TikTok. All they're doing is getting rid of a platform, whereas you can speak your voice on multiple other platforms. So that's why the attempt to sue for First Amendment didn't really work, is because it had nothing to do with the actual speech. It was the platform that was being banned. But I also understand why people are saying that they feel like their ability to be seen online and their free speech is going to be impacted. There is some concern or some belief that maybe Meta has purchased TikTok, or oh yeah, and in their message they were like, thank you to President Trump. I'm like, what's going on? I really want to know what deal was struck, what actually happened to bring TikTok back online. Is it just that he's not going to enforce it, or did somebody buy it and they had to move to new servers? I don't know why CapCut is still down if TikTok is back up. That's stupid to me, because I personally don't give a crap about TikTok, because we have 40 other TikTok copycats online. Is the For You page as good as TikTok's? No. Is the reach as good as TikTok's? No. However, if I don't have a vested monetary interest in TikTok, I'm not going to be freaking out. Yet CapCut is used across multiple different platforms to edit videos by people who use it for financial gain for their jobs. So I just don't understand why the priority was TikTok when more people are using CapCut. I definitely agree with people that something strange is happening. Maybe by the time this video is uploaded, you guys will know who has TikTok and what happened. I have no idea what information is going to come out in the next few days. I can see the concern that people have that this is just a way to push censorship, because Mark Zuckerberg went on a podcast or something saying that he was getting pressure specifically from leftists to take down things that were true and accurate, but he didn't give any examples of the facts that he was asked to change. So he justified that as his reason for taking away the fact check feature. And I think there were a few other things that he said that were questionable that I'm not remembering right now, but things that would impact the way that bullying happens online and making space for further bullying and discrimination against people who look different or express themselves differently, which I'm not sure why you would want to foster that kind of community online, but okay. And Elon Musk being in Trump's cabinet, you know, and I'm not trying to make a direct political statement, okay? I'm trying to be neutral because I don't want to make my channel this whole big political thing. But basically what I'm trying to say is it is kind of weird that after social media seeming like such a progressive or leftist space for such a long time, it seems like now people that are involved in it, now that Trump was reelected, they're switching sides. And I don't really know how to articulate that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like they were all about iPhone lets you be you, you know, bullshit like that. And now they're like, actually, you can't be you. You be you? No, thank you. I don't want you to be you. In fact, people are allowed to comment and say you suck. I'm like, what's the switch up? The radiator agrees with me. That's why it's going, here's the passion in my voice, and it totally resonates with what I'm saying right now. It's just peculiar to me that there's like clearly some kind of shift happening where the big names in tech are now feeling safe to either reveal beliefs that they've always held and didn't feel like they could share, or there's been something that has changed their minds and they have made this collective choice. In order to talk about TikTok ban, you talk about politics, because they dragged Trump's name into it. And I'm really curious about that, because they had to have known that their user base would not respond well to the Donald Trump shout out. It's really making me question why they did that in the first place and if it was somehow part of the agreement. The ban got me thinking about the fact that, like, I don't like TikTok. I don't like TikTok. And I feel like many people actually feel the same way. TikTok takes the streams of social media and just boosts them and elevates them. You know, it's the energy of like somebody asks you if you want 1 lump of sugar in your tea or 2, and TikTok comes and pours the whole bowl in. Everything is so much. You can't buy 1 bag, you have to buy 10. You can't buy 1 makeup product, you gotta go on TikTok shop and buy this new it product that is made like crap. TikTok has had a positive effect for some people. I also really think that it has had a net negative on our internet society. And that has made me think about my channel, because it's been a criticism for a long time that authenticity has somewhat disappeared from the internet ever since it became a money-making opportunity and a career choice for that people can make if they are fortunate enough to succeed and to gain a following. What's crazy to me about the inauthenticity now is that it seems to be bleeding into real life. It's not even just about the production quality anymore or always smiling for the camera. It's that people are really becoming intense. Like, it's totally changing people's real world behavior. And it's obviously, everybody always says it's ruining our attention spans, blah, 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 blah. We know that, so I'm not gonna like rehash that. So then what happens is that in order to gain an audience online, you have to play the game of being like, oh my god, this is the best cookie ever. It's $400 and I'm like, stop talking like that. I mentioned this in the past. You guys know my beef with this. I really don't like it. I don't like this fake social media voice everybody's putting on because everyone's doing it. It's infuriating. And on my channel, I don't want to have to do that to feel like I have a successful channel. Obviously, it would be nice if I could get more followers and stuff, but I'm just not willing to sacrifice my taste and my beliefs around what kind of content is valuable to me and the kind of content that I enjoy just to gain more views. Because it's easier. Oh my god, what the hell just happened to me? Damn. Oh, I literally just went easier. That was, damn. It's definitely easier to gain a following faster if you niche down into one niche. And a lot of the YouTube channels online that give advice on how to succeed on YouTube, they tailor their advice to educational channels or channels of people that are directly trying to sell something. And it's very much easier to succeed in that way. If you're trying to freestyle it and you're trying to be a lifestyle creator, which is an element of what I do here, it's a little harder to keep pumping out stuff that is perfectly aligned with a question somebody's going to search online or perfectly aligned with the trend that's happening. There are trends within the lifestyle space, but you're not going to be able to keep people around if all you ever do is trends. You're not going to be able to be distinguishable enough from the people that are setting the trends. And sometimes I think, like, why not grow as quickly as other people because I'm not doing the gimmicky stuff? And I honestly feel like, yeah, really try not to do gimmicky stuff, and I really do feel like that hurts my success, but I just don't want to do it. The 3 tenets of my channel I have in my bio are creativity, spirituality, and lifestyle. Those are the things that I talk about. I talk about art and creativity. I talk about lifestyle, so ways to improve your life, things that you've got going on, whatever. And I talk about spirituality. And sometimes a part of me is like, is it not uniform enough? But I'm like, no, I have those 3 distinct like groups of things. I have those 3 distinct groups of things that I'm talking about and that I'm dealing with. And I'm like, okay, is one viewer not going to want to watch all those kinds of contents? Is that the problem? But I want to watch all that content, like, because I'm the person making it. I'm the person who possesses the 3 pillars. So my audience is really people that are like me. Like, my channel is for primarily women. Men can follow too. I mean, but I don't know how valuable the stuff that I post on here would be to most men. But my target audience that I picture in my mind is a girl either younger than me or a little bit older than me. I'm in my early 20s, who wants to improve her life, who wants the best for herself, but doesn't want to completely revolve everything around self-improvement. That's why my channel is more so about things that bring happiness, and sometimes productivity can bring happiness. But because of the experiences that I'm coming from I've struggled with depression and I struggle with chronic illness, I want to show people the things that I do to lift myself up, because I didn't have access to that when I was younger. It wasn't very clear to me, like, how to prioritize a hobby, because I wasn't really interested in sports. It just wasn't clear to me how to make my life enjoyable, and I want to share the things that I've learned with people who were in the same position as me, or people who struggle to like feel like their life is full. Because if you're a creative person set down in situations where the people around you are not natural creatives, you're gonna feel really dissatisfied but be really confused about it. I was put in a very strict Catholic school from nursery through 8th grade, and then I went to a Catholic high school, which was not very strict, but it was still a Catholic high school. And especially when I was growing up and I was little, you were discouraged from asking questions, and there wasn't much offered to you outside of the occasional art class, like the occasional music class as a part of your like specials. But the main activity you could do was sports. Like, for the longest time, that school really only had like sports. They later on got a theater situation, but that was by the time that I was like leaving the school. So my options were sports, and I wasn't good at sports. And I'm still not good at sports. So I was always like, wow, I feel like really bored and upset, and I don't know why. Some people really can just go through the motions and go to school and then, you know, I don't know, play the game on the computer and go to sleep. Some people can really do that, and that is enough for them. But I never had that experience of feeling satisfied by my life. And as I got older, I realized that the reason why I felt so dissatisfied is because I had no context or no way to find out what things would make me happy, because I was never told that that might be something I'd want to prioritize. I don't know if that makes sense, but I practice witchcraft on this channel and tarot readings, and that's not something that I was brought up with. That's something that I learned on my own, that I taught myself, and that I'm extremely passionate about. And I'm extremely passionate about communicating this grounded and realistic form of spirituality that is not rooted in some kind of spiritual psychosis, or is not exploitative and trying to get hundreds of and even thousands of dollars from people for a stupid course that really has nothing of substance in it. I am trying to approach spirituality from a very like genuine place and make that accessible to people who are curious about it and who want to watch my full moon and new moon readings and see if they apply to their life. I'm really focusing on girls who are interested in leading a colorful, beautiful life, and who want to feel good, and who like art and want to talk about it, and who are interested in spirituality and astrology, or are open to it, and they just want to explore what life has to offer. My page is about exploring what life has to offer, and it's about all of the things that make life fun. I mean, my life would not be as fun if I didn't have these 2 fish on my wall. Some people don't need two fish on their wall to have fun. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Do you understand the kind of person I'm trying to say that we are? We are the people who need a strawberry mug that we don't use and display on a shelf. We need that. We need that because if we don't have that, there is some kind of insanity that consumes us. We need more. We need to generate. We need to find. We need to solve. We need to understand. Like, there's even this like philosophical tilt that I have to my personality that I don't even know if I can properly communicate on my channel. And I want to start sharing more personal things on here, I guess. Although that's hard for me because, believe it or not, I actually don't like getting super personal. But I think that vulnerability actually resonates with people. I noticed that my slump video, even though that was something I just kind of threw out there to talk about the way I was feeling, it didn't get very many views, but it got a lot of likes compared to the amount of views that it got, which tells me that this resonates with people. When I share my opinions, when I share my thoughts, and I just talk honestly about how I'm feeling and how I think things should be. I guess if you resonate with the description of the person, the woman, or the human being that I described, feel free to subscribe and join this community of people that I am hoping will grow, because I just have this need to share. I have this innate to share. I grew up on YouTube. I grew up watching people share, and I'm a talker. It's what I do. I've always been a talker, and I exist in a time where talking to a camera is a normal thing to do. So of course, if you're born a talker and you're allowed to talk, you're gonna talk. But yeah, I don't know if anything I said made any sense, but if you liked the video, leave a like. If you like me, subscribe. And if you have a story or a thought or an opinion you want to share, either about the TikTok ban or about kind of I said about my channel and like means to me versus how TikTok feels more shallow, I guess, to me. So if you want to share your thoughts on that, feel free. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.